we're going to look and see how the peer review feature within Canvas can help enhance student engagement and improve student learning outcomes through collaborative feedback.
Hello, my name is Robynn Wilhelmi. I teach at Green Hope High School. I am in the Health Science Department, which is part of Career and Technical Education, and we're going to be discussing an activity that we do in Health Science 2 today. One of the things that students are required to do for the Health Science 2 class is a resume and cover letter. And many of the students in this class have never done it before. This is part of their portfolio that they need to submit at the end of the semester for their proof of learning. So it's important that they really are able to produce a good cover letter and resume. We break this down into steps, and the first step is them creating a draft for their resume. And part of the draft is students doing peer reviews. And having the students do peer reviews is extremely helpful. Students have the rubric. They have 3 other students that will look at their resume and give them feedback on that, so that if they have any blind spots or there are any things that they need to change about their resume before they turn in the final product into the portfolio, they have an opportunity to go back and review and make some revisions.
So basically we had to make a resume, and it was really helpful because I'm using it for job applications and using it for college applications. And it was nice because I got to read other people's resumes and they got to read mine, and we got to give each other feedback. We had some teachers give us feedback, and so it was just really helpful making the perfect resume for my future.
So for peer reviews, one way to do it would be to give each student paper and have them write out the peer reviews based on the rubric. But what I found to be very efficient for my class is doing the peer review feature on Canvas. It allows me to go back and quickly just click on a student and look at the feedback that they have received from their peers, and then kind of go forward and see why maybe they made choices on their final draft version of the resumes, which we're gonna take a look at next. In my Canvas, we're gonna look at the assignment, which I have labeled the resume draft version. And there are a couple ways that you can set this up. Because I have my course cross-listed with 3 classes, I manually go in and assign students peer reviews based on what class they're in. Now, if you didn't have your course cross-listed, you could just have it automatically assign reviews, as you can see on the right-hand side here, and then I could just put 3 reviews per user and click assign. But since I have my course cross-listed, I make sure that all the reviewers are in the same class.
For the peer reviews in class, we did a resume, and for the resume, basically we created for resume for ourselves. We could use for jobs, or maybe if you're applying to something after school. But in that resume, that was my first time creating it, so it was kind of hard. I didn't really know what to do, but after that, we posted it to Canvas, and other students commented on maybe things that I could work on. Like, some comment I got was that my extracurriculars wasn't formatted right, and I could elaborate on it and maybe elaborate more on it. So that was something that I fixed, and is because people reviewed. And I did the same thing for other people. For someone, I commented that they wrote too much extracurriculars, because it's not, if they're applying to a business job, they don't need to mention that they were in English too, if that makes sense. So maybe telling them that they had to be more specified in their extracurriculars, and yeah, it helped a lot.
So once the students get the feedback and they review the feedback, they have time in class to make edits, change things around based on the feedback. They will have the next day to work on the assignment. But during that editing process, they will look at the feedback and come up and ask me, what do I think about what this person said? What do I think about what that person said? And what Canvas is tremendously helpful for is that I can go right into their assignment. I can see all of the feedback and the resume that they submitted for this draft version all in one place, versus before, if I had it on paper, I would have to have them get the resume, get all the pieces of the feedback. So Canvas makes it much easier, much quicker for me to go back and actually look at the information that the student's asking me about. When this project is concluded, The students have a very nice resume that they can use for applying for college or applying for a job. And I find the components of Canvas to be extremely helpful, and for the assignment as a whole to be something that they take away with them.
If you need help setting up the peer review feature within Canvas, be sure to reach out to your area DLC at dlc.wcpss.net.